All right, here we go. It's open water fishing season. But before we jump into it, I'm going to come at you every week again here with an open water fishing report. We only got it a couple times this last week. I'm looking out the garage. What is that, snow? We got snow out there, so we don't know what this next week's going to bring and how much we're going to get on the water. But either way, every week we're going to come at you. Appreciate you watching all the ice fishing reports. Now it's switching gears, thinking open water, starting the season off here with crappies. Before we jump into some things that happened this week, this guy, special day today. He's 14. Big birthday, Benny.
Yep.
What's it like to be 14? Feel any different?
Nope. I feel like I'm 14.
Ladies, he's single. So, Benny helped me out a ton this winter on guide trips. You cooked some food. We set up tip-ups. You cut holes. You did a number of different things, so that was a huge help. And now we're going to jump into the open water season. So, pretty pumped up for that. This last week, we did break a little bit of ice. I think if you follow me on social media, you saw that we had to break some ice. Nothing substantial, nothing crazy. Minnetonka did announce, I believe yesterday, Saturday, official ice out, which is awesome. Otherwise, water temps like 43, 44. It's pretty chilly still. I didn't see anything more than 45. And that was on some of those warmer days. So this is definitely going to cool things back. We're not going to make any ice. Don't worry about that. But it's definitely going to cool things off. And I noticed that the bite was 100% dictated on a little bit of a warm-up, just some kind of change, subtle change in water temperature, whether it's the afternoon, whether it's the sun coming out. Those things drastically changed what we saw for results. So those are important things to pay attention to. In the springtime, temperature is everything. Watch your temperature. Put the temperature on your Lowrance. Get a temperature gauge if you don't have one. Pay attention to temperature. And also remember that surface temperature is different than the temperature below. So just some variables to consider. You like spring crappies? What's your favorite thing about spring crappies?
The consistent bite over and over again.
Yeah. Bobber going down?
Yep.
You know, fun to catch? Mm-hmm. They pull hard?
Yeah.
Yeah, you catch any big ones?
Yeah.
Sometimes?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't tell anybody your secrets. No, I'm kidding. Ben, you were catching them last year, I remember, on hair jigs a lot. Mm-hmm. You and your brothers tie up your own hair jigs. And why do you think you caught him on the hair jig?
It looks like an insect.
Insect and a minnow. And super durable. Super durable. So really two things right now. And you can definitely live bait fish. So I'm not telling you not to live bait fish. Crappie minnows, maggots, waxworms, things like that. You can pick that stuff up at Thorne Brothers and get dialed in. However, we caught all of our fish on plastics. We caught all of our fish on hair jigs. And I feel like you just have to kind of play the game of cat and mouse. You got to remember, just a week ago, we were on the ice chasing fish. And we were still using relatively small presentations. Yeah, maybe 16th ounce, 32nd ounce pinheads. But small tungsten jigs, bolt minnows, things like that. Maybe using some larger plastics like the flutter fry from Niku. This is a brand new bait that came out this last winter. Caught a pile of fish on this last week. Twitch fly, bolt minnow, soldier fly, all those baits work well. So you're thinking still kind of ice mode. You're not quite thinking about beetle spins and road runners and underspins and all that stuff right now for your crappies. You're still thinking relatively slow. Put the bait in the strike zone, let the fish come over and take it, even investigate it. We're fishing a lot of bobbers. I'm fishing the smallest rocket bobber, which I believe is the ultralight. It's even smaller than the panfish. And I can cast that thing a long ways. There's not a lot of wind. And I'm really watching for any kind of subtle changes in that bobber. And oftentimes that's a bite. I'm not seeing that bobber go down often at all. I'm just seeing it kind of move a little bit in a different orientation. And I'm like, that's a fish. Feel some weight, pluck it off. So that's been kind of our name of the game. 8 to 15 feet's been a key zone. We haven't caught a lot of fish shallow. And all the fish out in the basin have been kind of just sitting there nomadic, kind of like zombies. So 8 to 15 feet, they're relating to the edge of the basin, up towards the weeds, seems to be what they've been doing, and we'll see what happens here with these conditions we got now. Do you want to go fishing today?
No.
Ben just says no. It's cold. We can see our breath in the garage here. It's the end of March. Looks like this next week's going to be the same. But if you do get out today or in a day like today, Blackfish it up, long underwear. I'm putting a lot of the same things on that I have under me when I ice fish. base layer, long underwear, gloves, things like that. Don't feel ashamed to throw on a neck gaiter, all that kind of stuff. There's a lot of great glove options out there. The Arid glove from Blackfish, one of my favorite. There's a new woolly fingerless glove. I actually had a pair of those sitting here just a minute ago. The woolly fingerless glove. Oh, they're right here. Ben, keep talking to them. The woolly fingerless glove. And Ben's like, thanks, Dad. These right here, I love these things. They're comfortable, lightweight. You have a padded hand so you can continue to fish and hold onto your rod. And you can still have movement in your fingertips to tie knots and do a number of things. These are pretty sweet. Mm-hmm. So these work great this time of year where you don't want a full glove, but you want just something to take the chill off and keep the warmth in. That woolly fingerless glove from Clam Outdoors, I think, is outstanding this time of year. So stocking cap, all that kinds of stuff. Even your boots. I mean, there's nothing wrong with wearing your boots out there in the boat. Now, I don't wear the boots, honestly, because I'm running the trolling motor, but I might wear, the Blackfish rain boot. I might wear a nice wool sock underneath my shoes, things like that. So just some small things to think about when you're out there in the boat this time of year, just to stay warm and keep the elements off. Because this time of year, what I've noticed is that you want to go up into the cuts, up into the shallow channels. The fish just are not there yet. So you may have to fish main lake, which means you may have to deal with some of the conditions. So that's kind of what we're looking at. I don't know. What do you think, big guy? You ready to crappie fish?
Born ready.
Born ready?
Yeah.
You want it to be a little warmer, though?
Yeah.
You want to get a suntan when you do it? Take your shirt off?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what are you looking the most forward to for this open water season?
I'm just looking forward to getting that, that hook set in instead of, just when you're ice fishing, just straight up and down. But when you're open water, you just using your body and everything.
I'm with you. Yeah. The big hook set, the Bill Dance hook set. Yeah, I'm with you. So we'll start with crappies. We might go to Wisconsin, chase some bass because their season's open year round, catch and release. We'll see what happens. We're not entirely sure, but primarily we're going to be chasing crappies. That's what you're going to hear us talk about the next several weeks, and we're excited about it. So fire off any questions. Thorne Brothers on April 9th, Wednesday, April 9th, week and a half away. I'm doing a crappie seminar, open water crappie seminar. It's free to attend. Come on out, hang out, look at all the new gear and gadgets and things that are going on for the open water season. Excited for that. Otherwise, tune in every week. We're going to hit you up with open water fishing reports, some from the garage, some from the boat. Try to get more content at you with maybe some fish catches and different things, that sort of stuff. We're excited for another open water season. What do you think? Rock and roll. And Ben, again, happy birthday. 14 spankings coming your way tonight. The day's not over. We're looking to have some fun. Still got some dinner plans. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you next week as we hit up more open water fishing.